Well, joining us now is House Minority Whip Steve Scalise. He's also a ranking member of the Select Subcommittee on the Coronavirus Crisis. And Congressman, I want to say, first of all, welcome to the show. And secondly, before we get into some major issues of the day, there's none, I think probably more important right now than a vaccine against this virus. Your thoughts about the news that Pfizer is moving toward an emergency use authorization for a vaccine, possibly by the end of November.
Yeah, Lou, it's good to be with you. It's just nothing short of revolutionary what President Trump has done through Operation Warp Speed to get us to a point where we're on the verge of one or more approved, FDA-approved vaccines under emergency use that actually will be vaccines tested and proven against COVID-19. This has never happened before in the history of any major virus, where less than a year later, we're at this point. And it's only because President Trump made this a priority. It's been part of his plan that's been incredibly effective. This will save lives. And hopefully, as we see FDA move into this next stage, this has been probably one of the most tested vaccines that we've seen, especially in such a rapid period because of the president's leadership.
It's certainly a hopeful development, and can't get here soon enough, as we all know. Let's turn to the former Vice President Joe Biden, the Democratic nominee, not even being asked a single question based on the reporting of the New York Post, with documentary evidence, with pictures that disprove some of the claims, particularly that the former vice president did not know hadn't had any interaction with the officials of Burisma, the Ukrainian energy company, and also the architecture of a deal that is, at least by inferential logic, a deal in the tens of millions of dollars from which Joe Biden may have been taking half of that money. Your thoughts about that scandal and the crickets we hear from the Republican-led Department of Justice?
Yeah, Lou, this is nothing short of a bombshell. I mean, this is alarming. It's disturbing. But unfortunately, this is something that President Trump's seen for a while. A lot of the cover-up that's been going on, not only within some levels of government, but you're seeing it with the media, where you literally have a story breaking. New York Post, a publication that's been around for over 100 years, breaks this story, shows documentation that Hunter Biden apparently arranged a meeting between his dad, vice president at the time, Joe Biden, and Communist Party officials with the Chinese government. And the fact that the media won't even ask questions about it, and then Twitter is blocking even the distribution of it. It's something that ought to frighten every American. And frankly, the fact that George Stephanopoulos didn't ask one single question last night when this story was breaking, it was out there, widely known, and he just sat by and threw softballs all night long. It shows you what's going on in this race.
Right. It shows you clearly, particularly when you think it's the Disney company that owns ABC News. It is Comcast that owns NBC. This is a part of the corporate establishment that is going after this president in every fashion it possibly can. Congressman, I wish we had more time. I hope you will come back soon, and we will make sure that we add to your voluminous apportionment on this show next time. Congressman Steve Scalise, a great American.